What is up, guys? EZ9 here, back to bring you some more SMITE. Today we're gonna be doing something a little different. I have had a couple recommendations from people, believe it or not, that want me to do a tutorial video on SMITE in particular. I know there's other videos out on YouTube, so that's why it kind of caught me off guard that they want me to do it. But I'm like, you know what? Yeah. You know what? I'll make a series. We're gonna call it Newbies Guide. No. We'll call it Noobs Guide to SMITE. We're gonna call it Noobs Guide to SMITE. Maybe Newbies even good. Newbies Guide to SMITE, whatever. And we're gonna go over the basics of the game and how everything works. Now, to start off, I'm gonna explain the basics of gods in general, and or maybe the basics of the interface. How about that? We'll do basically interface, not necessarily the game modes yet. Just the interface here we have here. So you have something called a favor right here. This is gonna be your in-game currency that you can use to buy, well, a couple things. I mean, you can buy the, that one. The alternative skin for a character. Like a color change essentially with that for I believe 5. No, it's not 5. I think it's 9,000. I don't know. It's like 9,000 something. Actually, no, that one is here. So it's probably more around the 5,000, 7,000 range, around there for this. I'm not particularly sure. Give me a moment to actually find one that I don't own. Actually, I don't own any of this. Okay, yeah, 95,000. So it's 95,000 for a alternative color skin in general. But 15,000 for the diamond skin and 12,500 for the legendary skin. Now I'll get into those skins and whatnot later, but that's the gist of it. And then this here is going to be your real money currency essentially. Now you can earn this just through playing the game, logging in every day. As you see here, we have our login rewards. You got day 1, you get 75. Day 2, you get 125. Day 3, 250. The day I'm on, 350. Day 5, 450. 6 is going to be where you get your in-game stuff here. That's going to be 15, and this is going to be 35. Now, totaled up, that equals, I think it's 250 for a cheap skin. Yeah, 250 for a cheap skin. So in order to get something like this, like let's say like 500, something, it's going to take a while, a couple weeks or so to actually earn this currency. Maybe even more than a couple weeks. Probably like 2 months to earn enough to get this. So in-game you want to actually get that skin while it's on sale or whatever, you could do that, or just save up, whatever floats your boat as far as getting it. If you want to pay real money, pay real money. If you're liking the game enough, hell, I could put out a little bit too to get some skins. So don't feel bad about giving the money some love, or sorry, not the money some love, giving the game some love through money, because it is a good game. They did a very good job with this game. It's a very polished MOBA. Similar to how, like, if you've ever played League of Legends, you'll know what I'm talking about with that. It's just you have all these different skins for you to buy, and it's in the end, guys, it's a business, and going free to play in general requires them to make money somehow. So that cuts to that. Now down here you have your alerts. You're gonna get weekly quests, and also currently during the Odyssey, you would go here and you go here, and you'd have a quest line you complete. And when you complete it, you would get, for the Odyssey, you get, like, you know, say points, and you put the points towards. When you earn 100 points, you get a free chest. The old Nuwa skin, you actually get that right now. Another chest, Chinese Pantheon symbol for when you're backing, stuff like that. Just cosmetic things for the most part. Literally everything in the game is cosmetic, other than, like, you know, the other things. Also with the favor, you can also get other characters. Now what I mean by that is you only start with a certain amount of characters and you gotta unlock them. It's 5,500 to unlock them permanently. However, you have the option to rent. Here's the days. Rent 1 day, rent 3 days, rent 10 days. Not that extremely expensive to rent 10 days. 1,200 is cheap. So yeah, this is also Aphrodite's Goddess Beauty, as you guys can see. But yeah, that's basically how they do their free-to-play model. Paragon's currently doing theirs a little bit better, I will say that, as far as, like, not having to pay for the characters to unlock them kind of thing, and they're just doing straight cosmetics only, which is fine. However, keep in mind, Paragon's still in early development. This is, or not really early, it's out, but this is just farther ahead in development, more characters to choose from, more counterplays, the whole works, as far as that goes. It's also a faster paced game in general. And then here you have, you know, your friend tab. I'm not gonna go through all that, but you know, Twilight Unknown. These are my clans, the unknown ones as a clan. I have linked to my 2 other YouTubers that are in my clan in my channel itself. It'll be under the unknown ones on the right side. And then here, you know, you got your unlocks, party, friend invites, and actually when you first start the game, every time you level, you're gonna get these unlocks, and it's gonna give you, like, free rented gods for you. Like, you don't actually have to pay the favor to try out gods. It'll give you some free ones for you to try out every time you level up, which is really, really nice to newbies in general. But one of the things MOBAs never do right is the actual explanation of the game. I mean, the tutorial for this game isn't bad, but it's not fantastic. It could be better. I mean, every single MOBA that is around, it could be better. It's a very hard thing to explain to people when you're first starting, which is why I'm going to do it for you. So, I will get back to you guys as soon as I get in a game here. Alright guys, so when it comes to the game, you have many different game modes within this game for you to try out. You have Arena, Joust, Clash, Siege, Conquest, Assault. Conquest is the main game mode focused on, also Joust. I believe these are the 2 only ranked modes that are in the game at the moment. Assault is going to be used to pick, it's going to pick a random god for you to play, and you're just going to fight in one lane against people. I'll explain all that stuff in a second, but we're going to start with going to Joust to explain you this game mode, because this is going to be what you start with. You do not have Conquest unlocked right away. I know it sucks, but it is what it is. So we're going to go to Joust. Now here is your character selection screen. You have a pretty good amount of time to pick your character. When the timer runs out and you don't pick anyone, you will be kicked from the lobby and will get a time penalty. It's not a harsh penalty, but it isn't amazing either. It just annoys the crap out of me whenever someone, you know, leaves or whatever. It just pisses everyone off if you do leave in the first place. So pick someone. Just pick someone. You're going to be new to the game. Pick someone. Characters to recommend. Usually, I believe Ra is a starter. Ra is a good, solid healing mage. Very safe for early level play, for sure. Neith, I believe, is easy as fuck as far as early game becomes, or like when you're first starting the game, she's another early character I would recommend. Someone along the lines of Cupid maybe would be pretty good. A little bit more of a skill shot with him, but isn't awful. Poseidon, I don't actually have him because I don't play him. I rented him, didn't really like him, but he's a very, very easy mage to play. Guan Yu, I believe, is also given to you. He's pretty easy to use. I'm not really a fan of him, but as you guys can see, I really haven't played much Guan Yu at all. I don't think I've played any Guan Yu. But I know what he does. I know how I would be playing him, that kind of thing. Like that's all you really need to know. You just gotta learn all the new gods as they come out, which is kind of the annoying part, but it's not awful. But we're gonna go with someone along the lines of Neith. We're gonna lock in. Now as you see, people we picked, we're fighting them, of course. Why not, you know? But yeah, so your timer's gonna cut down, and then boom, your game's gonna start up. And here you go. You got a screen here that shows who you're facing and who you are and who you're facing below you. All MOBAs do this. It's a card thing. Except Parent currently doesn't do it. I don't know why. I'll be doing a intro to that game too at some point, like tutorial for the new map and whatnot, because that's gonna be really mind-blowing to some people. Like, it's gonna be really different. It already is for me when I heard what it was doing. But yeah, this is Neith. So if you hit K, you would review your abilities. Now, Neith is one of those characters that is just good overall. Competitive play, she's pretty bad, but like standard game modes, like just like casual play or whatever, she's good. She's a good character. She's also probably the safest carry in the game. So essentially, you're gonna hit I. I's in your inventory, and you're gonna have items here. This is gonna be a little overwhelming at first. The game actually will build it for you on its own. This is actually my own build, but the game will have auto build on essentially, and it'll build things for you. You won't have to do this part; it'll do it for you. At some point, you're gonna want to turn it off, because that's how you get better than other players, is by building your own builds and/or looking them up online, that kind of thing. But for Neith, I would do, you know, most people would go charge Morningstar with boots, couple mana pots, health pot, whatever. I'm gonna do mana pot. And, you know, we'll go with a relic. Relic, based on what you have, what the enemy team has, this is going to be based on learning characters. In this situation, you got an Ares, a Hercules, and a Chiron. I would be building this. Purification. Now, what Purification does is it removes the crowd control effect. So say they pull me towards them, or say I'm stunned and I can't move my character at all, like I'm just completely stunned for a couple seconds. You hit F, right? So you hit F, you would essentially become immune to the effect, and you'll be able to walk away from it, which is really nice. Oh god, they're pushing fast, aren't they? Damn, son. But this here is the Phoenix. Both teams have a Phoenix. It is essentially the final tower before the thing. It hits harder than these towers, but it's also, I believe it's also weaker as far as health goes. I could be wrong on that. Don't hold me to that. We can see basically you're going to right click, you're going to just shoot the minions. You want to clear the minions. Basically what you want to do is kill these minions to get farm. Now farm's going to be bottom left there. See, I got the money growing there by the boots, below the boots there. I also have my stats to the left of that, but the stats are really not important right now. If I hold alt, I can actually go over and look at this, like see this in the currency. You know, got ground speed, magic protections, all that stuff.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I'll explain Neith's abilities in a second, just so you guys can see him a little better, but what I am exactly doing with her, per se. But yeah, this is gonna be a tower. He's gonna be in the conquest modes in every mode pretty much you play except for a arena, which there are still towers, but they're not the same kind of thing. So basically, you want to push the lane and attack this tower. Now you cannot, you never want to go into the tower range without minions there, because unless it's your tower, because the tower will target you immediately and do a shit ton of damage to your health bar, especially in early game. Later game, if you're a tank, you can maybe tank some of the damage and dive people and whatnot, like don't jump in, kill them, get out kind of thing. But for the most part, early game, you're not going to want to do this. Now, if enemy minions are if your minions are in tower range on the enemy side, like per se, and you're sitting there shooting it, then you can shoot it. However, as soon as you hit an enemy god, you will be forced to take the shots of the tower. Like the tower will just change shots from the minions to you. It'll target you automatically. Now this makes it so they can't just come in here and start shooting the tower, and if you're sitting there shooting them, and say you go in front of them and they hit you, they can, basically the tower protects you. The tower is an early protector of you. It's also one of the main objectives. Now the main objective is actually that thing back there, there's a monster back there. There's monsters in all the modes, or guardians, I think it's a guardian what they call it, but you've got like, you know, different monsters. Hey, get out of here.
Your middle tower is under attack.
You really should have like, can I do no bots? Like that would have been so much easier. I don't know. Not so much easier, this is just annoying me that I'm gonna have to deal with them pushing this whole fucking time. But you basically you have, you know, this is your Titans. Titan here. You're basically gonna want to push this tower into this Phoenix into here. Now, beginning of this game mode in particular, the way you do things is gonna be different from per se arena game mode and or a conquest game mode. It won't be extremely different, but it's going to be different. In this game in particular, both teams want to head straight for this buff in the beginning of the game, right after you get your first item. Now, why do I say they want to go for that buff? Oh, hang on, let me heal up a little bit. Needs 2 heals, so that's very unique. But you go over here. Let's see, you got this buff. It's called red buff. This is going to give you damage, and I believe movement speed? It might not even give you movement speed. I know I'm going to die here. Whatever. I'm not trying to do good, so don't expect me to be. But essentially, what I saw there, this thing here is going to be giving you damage and movement speed. I'm not 100% sure on the movement speed part. Actually, I don't think it does at all, because there actually is a movement speed buff in Conquest. So I'm going to say no, it doesn't. This is actually just damage. It gives you extra damage. Now, you're usually going to want to give it to someone like Neith, who has the bow, you know, the carry. The ADC, people call it the ADC, which is the attack damage carry. Which usually it's a bow, a gun, something like that, those lines. It's a ranger, long-range character who's very squishy, and late game will, you know, carry your team to victory kind of thing. Now, over here, after you get that, usually you want to come for your mage, or your healer, or your, you know, support. You come over here, and, you know, you see these turtles here, like, it's on the map right there, that blue thing. These turtles will drop a blue buff. That'll give you mana regeneration and I believe cooldown reduction. It might not have the cooldown reduction. I could be wrong on that part. I Again, I'm used to Paragon, so bear with me with that stuff, but it is one of those two things. I know for a fact it is cooldown interruption, not cooldown interruption. Mana regeneration for sure. Like, absolutely it is mana regeneration. These guys, like, not piss me off. And now I'm kind of just going to play the game. I'll show you the abilities here as I go. Like, see, these are bots, though. You can tell they're bots. They're retarded as hell. I'm just shooting them, and they're not running away or anything. That's kind of one of the things I like about Smite compared to, like, say, top-down MOBA like League, is you have full control of your character. And when you're ganked, you don't get to just see behind you. When you know, flanked from behind, you're flanked from behind. There's no stopping that shit. Except maybe, like, you know, the protection things that I see here with speeds and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much that. This Hercules is just gonna take forever to kill, but alright, we're gonna just go ahead and back. But normally, so when you're low on health or you feel like you gotta back, you have a lot of money, you hit B, you go back to base, hit I, and you know, you buy your next item. I'm actually gonna buy Transcendence, I'm gonna buy Warrior Tabby, buy ISI. These items, you'll learn what they do as you play the game. Don't worry about this right now. It'll auto build for you when you first start the game up. Same with auto abilities. I actually keep auto abilities on. Some people would say that's bad. I actually think a lot of characters that does it right. Someone like Susanoo, it does not do it right, and it hurts them in Conquest mode. Which you'll learn these characters and who they are. They're all different gods and the things, though. You know, you got Thor, you got fucking Hell. Not Hell. Hell wouldn't be one, you know. Scylla. You might know anyone like Scylla. Someone along the lines of like a Medusa, you'd probably know about. You know, those kind of guys. Like different gods from different realms. I don't know what to call it. Realm. Pantheon. I think it's called pantheons. Stuff like that. But essentially, you would just keep farming, and you would keep killing enemies and whatnot, and you would keep trying to push this tower. Now, once you take that tower, and once, maybe even once, around 10 minutes or so, if the entire enemy team is down, you would come over here as a team, this way, into this jungle. This is actually called the jungle area for this map in particular. This is just the jungle. It's not very big. It's very small. And you come over here,
Your middle tower
and boom, the Bull Demon King. Now, this guy will probably kill me here. Like, I'm expecting him to kill me here. But this guy is going to drop a buff. And now what this buff does, I believe it gives your team extra damage. I'm not 100% sure on the extra damage part. But for a fact, it disables all turrets. Except for this guy, who's the Titan. So this one and this one, or this one on your side would be this one or this one. Right? So you'd essentially be able to just push the tower without the tower shooting you, and you wouldn't need minions under there or anything. You'd just be able to shoot it and, you know, kill it off as a team. Now, God, they're gonna piss me off, aren't they? We gotta win still too, which is I don't have to though. I can always exit, but yeah, that's basically the gist of it though. Now I'll show you guys Neat's ability since she's gonna be one of your starters as far as like who you actually have available to you. Now, yeah, like I said, right click is basically the standard shooting. It has a limited range, not unlimited range, just completely limited range. Whoa. Okay, yeah, we're gonna hit beads here. Now beads would have, if I would have hit beads earlier, it would have probably done it sooner, but I didn't hit it early because I didn't even think he would do that. I'm surprised actually. But notice when I backflipped, it left this here. Now what is this? This thing I left with the backflip, if I shoot this on here, look at that. See that extra area of spread? Anything in this circle area, when I shoot there, will be rooted. See, he just got rooted. So he can't move while he's rooted. So that's the backflip. That's what it does. It also just gets you out of bad situations. It also slows. It's a very nice ability. Now her 1 is a wave clear and a root. Oh, alright. Let me just back up so I can show you guys it, so they don't, you know, kill me. See, it roots all the minions, and it roots them, anyone in the path. This is really freaking nice. Now, her 2. This is the thing I've been using. See this here. If I put it on enemy, or any minions or anything, it heals me. It gives me some healing, and gives me, you know, a little bit of sustain in lane. It's going to keep me in lane longer. And her 3, as you guys have seen, every time you do it, backflip. There you go. There's that. You cannot have more than 1 though on the ground, which is probably one of the flaws of it. See, look at that. Boom. Does lots more damage that way, and it also roots them. Really nice. Now the ultimate. I'm going to try to show you guys the ultimate when someone's low. So we'll get to the ultimate, but Right now they're running away from me. Yeah, we're gonna go back then. We're gonna go get better items. So we can take one down with the ultimate. Grab Asai, grab Quinsasis, Deathbringer, why not? Why not? Why not, man? That's a critical strike to us. But we gotta get one of them low. You can see they're also building items as bots even. Not really expected. See, we hit a crit there. See that big red number? That's gonna be our critical damage we're hitting. You can see these numbers popping up. That's all that's our damage. Alright, so Hercules is pretty low. I don't think he's able to be killed just yet, though. I want to try to get the Chiron. This is a trick you can use with Neat to catch up to people, just kind of backflip and go. Can't pick him off here. Come here, you stupid bot. You stupid bot. Alright, he's low enough. I'm gonna pop it. So basically, you're gonna hit 4. This fucker's following me. Never mind. Alright, hang on. Let me... Big numbers there. Alright, so you're gonna hit 4, and you're gonna go into a charge. When this whole circle is all the way charged, you're gonna do the most damage. You can cancel it with right click, and hit 4 to use it again. Now, when it's fully charged, you're gonna do the most damage. When you shoot it, it's gonna stun them and deal lots of damage. Now, this is a sniper shot, meaning if the enemy, or if your friendly has vision on the enemy, like, you can actually see them through walls, and this thing will go through walls, and it'll kill people. Or finish them off, or whatever, long range, which is really nice. Now, keep in mind you're vulnerable when you're using this, because, you know, you can't, like, just, you know... You can't just sit there and aim, and then, you know, not take damage from behind if someone ganks you or whatever, so you want to be usually pretty safe when you're using it, but... Use it to your own discretion. And then this is gonna be I'll show you guys ours. This is my Titan. This one's the Stone Cat. I'll show you the other one.
Your middle Phoenix is under attack.
I know this is a lot of information to take in if you're new to the game, but this is basically what it is. You're gonna have to. It's gonna take time to learn. Don't get frustrated with it. It's a fun game. It just takes time to get used to. Now, if you played League or something, this won't be hard to catch on to. If you played, you know, something like Paragon recently, it won't be hard to catch on to, that kind of thing. All this tower thing. But you can see kind of back there, see that's their Titan. It's got 2 swords there kind of floating. That's their Titan. I want to slow those minions down so they don't kill me. I could easily wreck these bots. I'm not going to. I don't feel like I need to prove myself to you guys, but... Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll back and see if I can't kill them all off. I probably can. Nice. Now, I haven't done much ranked play. I've been doing, you know, games like Plant. What is he doing? Kill him off.
For a moment.
You see, we're doing insane amount of damage to bots because they're not building how normal players will build. Normal players will build way smarter than these people. Usually they counter build and stuff like that. You see, these hits pretty hard when I'm actually not hitting minions. God, come on.
Killing spree. My strength has failed me.
Whew, nice damage there. We're not gonna kill him, I don't think, though. He's gonna get away. Yeah. Is what it is. I don't know what this Chiron's doing. But yeah, again, it's bots. But that is it, guys. That is the Joust game mode. Pretty simple, not too hard to understand. It's not difficult. It's really not. It's pretty simple. It just takes a little bit of practice to get used to. This is what you guys are going to be starting playing with. Either that or Arena. I'll show you guys Arena in the next video. But for now, I'll just leave it at it's a MOBA, guys. So if you don't know what a MOBA is, it's just basically you're leveling up to get to a higher, you know, winning place, I guess. I don't know how to explain it other than that. But yeah, that is the Joust map you guys will be starting on. The tutorial that the game actually does will also be in this. If you want to use that tutorial as well, go right ahead. I think it's not nearly as good as what I explained. It explains it in a little bit, but nothing major. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time on Noob's Tutorial to Smite. Peace.